Matt, any spells that you wish to cast here tonight, or are you good?
I'm good.
You're good, okay.
I've never been one. I never got into it. Never read a single book, never saw a single movie.
Blasphemy. Same here. Your starting lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Skeeters, it'll be Josh Prince at shortstop leading off. Kevin Aarons, the third baseman, bats second. Hitting third is Anthony Jansanti, the second baseman. Cole Gillespie, the new addition in center field, will hit cleanup. Our buddy Brian Pounds back in York as an opposing player tonight. He'll be at first base hitting fifth. Wilfredo Rodriguez, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Our first look at former Cuban star Hector Olivera, now playing in the U.S., obviously. He's in left field hitting seventh. Albert Cordero, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Joe Benson in right field hits ninth. Again, it's Prince, Aarons, Jansanti, Gillespie, Pounds, Rodriguez, Olivera, Cordero, and Benson for Sugarland. For the Revs tonight, they will have Travis Witherspoon in center. Alonzo Harris at second base bats second. Isaias Tejeda catches and hits third. Batting cleanup at first base is Michael Burgess. Tyrone Verona in left field hits fifth. Jared Mitchell, the right fielder, batting sixth. Alexi Casilla will DH and hit seventh. Carlos Trienfeld at third base bats eighth. And Ryan Dent at shortstop will hit ninth. Again, Witherspoon, Harris, Tejeda, Burgess, Verona, Mitchell, Casilla, Trienfeld, and Dent. And good news tonight, Luis Cruz not in there, but the X-rays today came back clean on that middle knuckle on our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report, and he could be back in as soon as tomorrow night. He has been cleared. Well, we're cleared for takeoff tonight. Mateo ready, 2-5, a 3.75 ERA. He missed a start with some arm fatigue, but it turned out to be nothing major, fortunately, and a major job of photoshopping on the headshots. Josh Prince, some character of some sort from Harry Potter, evidently, will lead things off. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here tonight, Mateo from the stretch, and he fires a fastball strike underway at 6:32 on the stadium board. Prince hitting at 246, 4 homers, 26 driven in. Pitch, and a miss down low. Prince tied for fourth in the league in runs with 38. He is second in walks. Good leadoff man, 44 walks. Mateo fires, and it's a called strike. Up in the zone, but right over the plate. His long tossing this week was impressive, and that was a big key to get him back and active. There's the 1-2, and a bouncer foul down a kick stop made by Gary Gaetti coaching at third. Skeeters are in their alternate black jerseys with the royal blue numbers and letters, Revs in the home whites, and some dark, menacing clouds have moved overhead. Just a little bit of sunshine trying to force its way through from the east. Pitch is swung on, chopped the other way at first. Burgess leaves the bag, gloves, flips to Mateo, and strides for first. Got the right foot on there just ahead of Prince's arrival. Slowly developing ground ball, but Burgess and Mateo team up for the first out.
You're right about the speed of that play, Darryl, and that's what made it tough for Victor Mateo coming off the mound. As a pitcher, you want to get to the bag, find it, and then be there waiting for the throw. But because of how slowly that ball was hit, he got there kind of late, and Burgess flipping it last minute. But a nice job to hold the base for Mateo, and they get the first out of the game.
Here's Kevin Aarons, and he swings, loops one to shallow left, Verona in, and it's going to land in front of him. He plays it on a hop with the bare hand. A bloop hit for Aarons, who's got an 8-game hitting streak, and another Skeeter who began the year with another team in the league. He was with Lancaster. The wind had been whipping straight out during the first at bat. It's now settled down a bit, but again, dark gray clouds have moved overhead. Our temperature 93 degrees on the board here. Here's Jan Santee, who's hitting .292, 4 home runs. Mateo the pitch, he swings, pops it up. Burgess at first is backpedaling, and Harris, his pal from second, comes over, makes the grab. He calls him off and had the better angle from behind. And Jan Santee down on 1 pitch, 2 outs.
Yeah, that ball directly behind Michael Burgess, who is having a little fun drawing a line in the sand, if you will, but certainly a better angle for the second baseman, Harris, to come over behind him, not having to backpedal the same way that Burgess would have had to in order to make the play.
2 down. Aaron's at first for Gillespie, who's signed and activated as of today. He was in the majors just last season. First pitch, fastball over for a strike. He played for the Marlins last year, his 6th different major league team for which he's suited up. Last year, 41 games with the Marlins. He hit .235. Former 3rd-round pick of the Brewers back in '06. The 0-1, and he swings, fouls it, back upstairs, and that comes flying down into the Heritage box seats behind the plate.
And it's interesting the different philosophies that coaches have in terms of inserting these new signed players. Mace often going with them in the 7 or 8 hole, even if they're very talented. We saw that with Verona and with Casilla, but Gillespie right away hitting cleanup and starting in center field.
Big crowd tonight, by the way. Here's the stretch 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Or did he foul tip it? He did. He just got a piece. Looked like it was cutting away, and he just deflected it off Tejeda's mitt. Revs tonight, if they have a crowd of over 5,000, it'll be the 4th straight, and that'll be a franchise first. 0-2 again. And it misses down low. It snuck off Tejeda's glove, but pounces on it quickly. He's played so much first base here lately, but really did a great job behind the plate with Williamson last night. They were in an incredible rhythm, especially from the 3rd inning through the 6th. 10 pitches or fewer in all 4 of those. 1-2, runner goes, and a swing and a miss. He got him down and away with the cutter. And that'll end the inning. A 12-pitch top of the first for Mateo, and a pretty clean start to the night, giving up just a blue pit and nothing else. We've played a half inning. It's the Skeeters nothing, and the Revs coming up.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Revs
come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless top half for Victor Mateo. Travis Witherspoon will start it off. Witherspoon, a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night. The night before, he had a 4-hit game, tying his Revs career best. First pitch from Brett Marshall is over for a strike. Spoon showing bunt. And there is an awfully strange person or character in the diamond deck in front of us. Pitch is swung on, bounce to third. Coming up is Aarons. He gloves the big bounce above the grass and fires to first, 1 away. Harry Potter night, and Josh Prince's thing on the video board has appeared in real life form. What the heck is that?
I don't know. Not my area of expertise. I apologize.
No, don't. Here's Alonzo Harris, who's 3rd in the league in hitting, 327. First pitch is upstairs, and he's been photoshopped to be some character. Again, I have no idea what we're doing. Here's the 1-0, and that misses down and outside. I'm pretty much worthless on Star Wars night, too. I don't know those characters either. Marshall, the 2-0, and a swing and a dribbler to short. Charging in is Prince, got a clean hop, and he'll settle and make the throw on to first. 2 up, 2 down on a pair of ground outs for Marshall, who's 5-3 with a 4.83 ERA, but patience could be a virtue tonight. He's got the most walks in the league with 40.
Spotting his pitches well here early, though. 2 pitches, both to Witherspoon and Harris, down and in, and tough to reach. It's both kind of rolled over. Got on top of the ball, and 2 relatively easy ground balls to the left side.
Here's Tejeda, who's hitting .291, and he was held without a hit last night, but previous 9 he was up around 400. He hopes to continue on a hot stretch as he digs in here back at home. First pitch, he went around on it. Fastball in, fooled him. He started and couldn't stop. Tejeda tied for 3rd in the league in doubles with 17, tied for 4th in total bases and total extra base hits. Pitch here, he pops it up. And the second baseman, Jan Santi, circling in shallow center, but to the rescue is Gillespie, who had a straight angle in, and in shallow center makes the grab. 1-2-3 first, quick one for Marshall. We go to the second, no score.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Now through June 30th, it's the York Mitsubishi Sizzling Summer Sports Utility Sales Event. The Outlander and Outlander Sport are the best price SUVs in the market, starting at $17,495. Now available in 5 or 7 passenger. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. With the best warranty in the business, 10-year or 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Only at York Mitsubishi. Celebrating 27 years in business just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue. York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Having a Harry Potter costume contest in the diamond deck in front of us. That's it, of course. That's what was going on.
$50 gift certificate.
Now Victor Mateo back to work as we go to the second inning. No score. Only a blue pit from Kevin Aarons, the lone base runner thus far. And it'll be Pounds, Rodriguez, and Oliveira coming up. Brian Pounds has returned to York here tonight and playing at first base, where he played in a smattering of games for the Revs. Mostly third, some at short, a little bit at second. First pitch of the inning is up high. And it's been a tough go for Pounds. Overall, he's at 188 with Sugarland 168, but the last 7 he's started to pick it up. 222 the last 7. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air, deep to left field. Verona back looking, and it's gone. And right on cue, Brian Pounds in his return to York, the first swing that he takes, and he launches a home run over the arch nemesis. It's his 4th of the year and his first with the Skeeters. And Revs fans can't help but cheer for him as he salutes a few down near home plate. He was beloved here, and he gives Sugarland a 1-0 lead.
It looked like a hanging breaking ball that Pounds launched down the right field line, and I was really interested to see the reaction he would get, and it was certainly a positive one.
There's Wilfredo Rodriguez, who takes a fastball strike. Now the Skeeters on top early, and Pounds, who certainly hit his share over that arch nemesis in the home white, as Mateo misses down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. I had a feeling he would come in and do something, and he has done it already. Mateo deals, and a ground ball to short. Dent charges, gloves it, gets his feet set, and fires to first. 1 down. Pounds in his Revs career hit 29 home runs. That's his 4th this season, his first with Sugarland, and he does it right here in the place that he called home the last 2+ seasons. Here's Hector Oliveira, and he takes a little bit low on the first offering. Oliveira hitting .321 in 20 games with Sugarland. Pitch, and a fastball just missed low. Tejeda holding it there. Did not get the call. 9-game hitting streak for Oliveira, hitting .457 on those 9. He had 3 hits last night. Pitch is swung on, chopped to short. Dent waits back, gloves it, and a long throw, and Burgess might have picked it. Might have had a little bit of dirt, but he makes a clean grab, and that's out number 2. And it's got to be a bit of an adjustment, Matt. The Revs are back home on a nice infield tonight. Up in Bridgeport, there were landmines and huge bounces, and you had no clue what you were going to get.
Well, I can't speak for Bridgeport, but I can speak for that play. And what Ryan Dent did really nicely is he waited back but knew he had to hurry, and he kept the bare hand right next to the glove on the high backhand and was able to transfer it very quickly to get off that throw.
At 2 down, here's Albert Cordero. Sugarland a 1-0 lead. And first pitch to the switch-hitting catcher. It catches the outside corner, a called strike. Cordero at 268, 2 home runs, 17 ribbies. Rodriguez DHing tonight, another catcher, and Travis Scott not in the lineup. Here's a ground ball softly to second. Harris calls early, charges up, and is able to slow down, seeing the way the catcher was running or jogging toward first. Takes his time and makes the throw. So Mateo 3 grounders after the homer, but his former teammate takes him deep. And Sugarland with a 1-0 lead, middle of the second.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
Nothing. Sugarland leads. We go to the bottom of the second, and Brian Pounds making his return in style. He does have a flair for the moment, Matt, no doubt about it. Last year he had 8 game-winning hits in a final at-bat for the Revs, whether it was 8th inning or walk-off or top 9 on the road or extras, whatever. He certainly knows how to rise to a moment.
He does, and even here at the beginning of the year, obviously his average not where he wanted it to be, but the RBI numbers were there, and he hit well with runners in scoring position.
Michael Burgess leading off. First one from Marshall is high and wide. Burgess at 266 with 10 home runs. He's been mired in a 2 for 19 the last 5, but a lot of those have been sharply hit ground outs and whatnot. Now he takes a strike. 1-1. The Skeeters with that home run, they're 3rd in the league in homers. Pitch is swung on, beaten foul. That hit him in the foot, and his helmet fell off as he reacted on feeling that off his foot. 1-2, and he'll be given a moment. The Revs, speaking of offensive rankings, are up to 4th in team batting and up to 5th in home runs with 51.
And that average has really risen in a hurry. 15 points over the course of their last 10 games.
Pitch here is chopped down toward first, and it stays fair, and Brian Pounds, an in-between tricky hop, and he's got it. 3 unassisted, and he started the charge in, misread it. He thought he was going to get to the big hop, and it came down and almost short hopped right past him, but he makes the play.
And that one not only had the top spin caused by the in-between hop, but it was also tailing towards the line, so he ended up fielding it right over the base. And fortunately for him, because that would have spun all the way down the line.
Here's Dyrone, and he looks at a fastball strike on the outer edge. Verona 2 hits last night. He had been held hitless the first 2 in Bridgeport. Swings here and rips one up the middle, a bullet for a base hit. And Verona a single to the left of second and into center. At home now, he's 10 for 22. Revs have their first hit, first base runner of the night. On our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. If the Revs go yard, one lucky fan will win that prize pack if they come claim it. Greta Bankert, our contestant tonight. Greta, good luck. Here's Jared Mitchell. Cool breeze changing direction. First pitch is over for a strike. Mitchell hitting 256, 3 homers, 17 driven in. And I believe in 4 games in Bridgeport, he had 5 shots hit well to left that probably would have been off the wall here, but were caught there. The 0-1, and a fastball missed outside. And since May 20th, he's hitting .330. Stretch that began in Sugar Land. And he broke out with a whole bunch of doubles in a couple of days. Now moved to first. Verona ducks back in. He's in standing. Start of a big weekend here. The Revs go on the road to Bridgeport again. And no, I did not leave any luggage there. Could have, but then to Lancaster next weekend, then the break. Pitch here is fouled off, third base side and out of play. So it'll be 2 weekends until they're back home. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mitchell. It's a 1-0 Sugar Land lead here in the bottom of the second. Dark and cloudy here at the outset tonight. Sun had been shining all day, hot summer's day. 1-2, and a swing and a fly ball left field. Oliveira was deep, he'll come in, waits and squeezes. And 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring Alexi Casilla to the plate. Casilla, who started at second 2 nights ago, his first game in 11 days. He went 1 for 4, also had a big walk in that 8-run inning, scored twice. And he did pull up a little bit, trying to go first to third, and they met with him, made sure he could stay in. He did. Gave him last night off, but DHing tonight. First pitch is a fastball over at the knees for a strike. Our plate ump, by the way, Dave Snyder. Bill Reuter at first, Buzz Albert at third base. Casilla hitting .350 in 12 games. 0-1, and in the dirt, blocked by Cordero. Verona took a couple of steps, but catcher kept it right there. Casilla, including time before both injuries, his last 6 total games, he is 10 for 19, hitting over 500. A 1-1, and a swing and a bouncer to first. Pound starts in, then backs up, but it went just foul. And it's been a while since he's played first base. Couple of tricky reads this inning. Brent Marshall arguing that Pounds grabbed it in fair territory in front of the bag, but Casillas still with life. Pounds caught in between there, whether to charge in and maybe get more of a short hop, but potentially get it before it went foul. Lights start to come on here. The stretch, 1-2, and a ground ball to shortstop right at Prince, and he'll flip to Jansanti covering at the bag. Casilla jammed on it, hits into the fielder's choice. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the 3rd inning here tonight. Sugar Land with a 1-0 lead.
It's time to generate some energy with the Skeeters on the balls.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. and national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Well, a little bit late coming back due to our commercial playing software crapping out on us for a moment, but Joe Benson on a 1-0 pitch grounds a single through the left side of the infield. Right as we come back, Mateo missed down and in with his first offering. Benson then singles on the next one. So the leadoff man on. 1-0 Sugarland as we start the third. And it's amazing how quickly the lights have taken effect here. They came on very quickly. Here's Prince at the top of the order. First pitch is a fastball over at the knees for a strike. Both pitchers with a bunch of ground balls here early. 4 of the outs for Marshall, 4 of the outs for Mateo. That last base hit a grounder but found the hole. On the 0-1. Swing and a miss, a cutter away. Prince, who grounded out his first time up.
When you talk about those dark clouds, Daryl, there is rain in the area, but from what I'm seeing and from what Joe Morgan has relayed to me, it sounds like we might get a little rain, but the most of it will miss north.
There's the 0-2. And a chopper left side, and that's going to find the hole right between, Trienfeld racing back to third. Verona's throw there and a blind tag attempt, but Benson slides in. A hustle play, he goes first to third. Rebs almost got him, and Trienfeld had to lunge way to his left. Dent went way to his right. It split right between the two. And Benson trying to beat everybody to third. Trienfeld hurrying back. Verona a good throw. And Trienfeld to catch and to the outside of the bag, tried a no-look tag. It was close.
Well, a really good heads-up play there by Benson, rounding the bag at second, realizing that Trienfeld would have to reverse his footing in order to get there. And Benson had the momentum, making the turn, had a head start. And like you said, a good throw, but because of that base running, Trienfeld in a very difficult position to try to tag him out.
Here's Kevin Aarons now, and he looks at his strike. Aarons a bloop single in the first. 1-0 Sugarland, and poised to add. Mateo into his stretch. And the 0-1, swinging a pop-up foul out over the roof, first base side. Mateo's last start was June 19th, 11 days ago, and he struggled 5 innings, 6 runs, 10 hits against Southern Maryland. Turned out that he wasn't quite right. He's ready. Here's the 0-2, and a miss down low. His previous 4 outings, he'd given up exactly 1 run, and that's it in all 4. Had 2 wins, 1 tough luck loss. Now ready. 1-2. And it's a called third strike. Delayed call on the cutter. It clipped the outside corner. Aarons rung up. And Mateo with a big strikeout, his second of the night.
Well, he's done a nice job so far, working in and out and keeping the ball down in the zone. The one that pounds it out, really the only mistake pitch, belt higher, higher. A lot of ground balls and the strikeouts both low in the zone.
One down, here's Jan Santi, who popped to second his first time. Mateo the pitch, swing and a miss. A cutter there, he was trying to tee it up. Jan Santi, who had a 26-game hitting streak during the course of this first half. 17 games since he's been held to 200. Mateo ready, the 0-1, runner goes, and a swing and a loop to center. It's going to fly out to Witherspoon. He's got it. They'll tag from third. He's going to throw to first, and Prince does slide back. Benson comes in to score. A sac fly for Jan Santee in center field, and Sugar Land leads it 2-0.
Well, I don't know what you thought coming off the bat, but I thought that ball had a lot of carry on it. Looked like he got it off the fist. I thought it would be to rather shallow center field, but it carried out to pretty much where Witherspoon had started, and certainly deep enough to get the run home.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Witherspoon was going to have to hustle in, but not the case. Carried all the way to him. Here's Cole Gillespie with Prince at first, 2 outs. Gillespie a strikeout his first time up. Mateo holds and delivers. Fastball just missed, a little bit low. Oh, that was close. Tejeda kept it there, trying to get it for his pitcher. And looks like he and the plate ump having a little chat discreetly. There's the 1-0 and a ground ball, I should say. Base hit into left. Hit it sharply. The grass kind of chewed it up, and Dent dove, but still just beyond his reach. Gillespie with his first Sugar Land hit, and it's first and second as the inning continues. 3 hits in the inning for them, 5 in the game. All 3 this inning have been singles.
And aside from the Pounds home run, none of the hits have been hit all that hard. A bloop single by Aarons in the first, 3 grounders that have just happened to find the 5-6 hole here in the third.
Now here's Pounds, who homered to left in his first swing back in York. 2-0 Sugar Land lead, so a big duel for Mateo against Pounds here. First pitch is just outside, some late run, and Tejeda a late reach for it. Now an important stage here in the early going tonight. That flag whipping out straight away again. Mateo ready. Here's the 1-0. Runners both go, and Pounds bounces a foul over by the third base dugout. They're both on the move. Mateo, who's in his spare time a barber, and he's got some of those dreads showing under his hat tonight. I don't know if he cuts his own or not, but it is a hobby and a talent of his. Now that flag whipping more toward left center. There's the 1-1 swing, and it's bounced foul over the attempt of Wilfredo Rodriguez to knife it down with his bat. He's on deck. A ball and 2 strikes on Pounds. Now that flag gusting straight out to left field, right to left. A little bit unpredictable at the moment, but it's blowing at a good rate, and now Pounds will ask for time and back out. Brian first came into the league with Camden in 2014, and then the Revs for 2 full seasons, and then began the year here this year. 1-2. Swing and a high fly. Better watch the wind. It sends Witherspoon back into deep straightaway center, but he's got it. It didn't play tricks on him. It carried a lot better than it seemed to be hit off the bat, but Witherspoon had it read from the start. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left. We go to the bottom half of the third. It's 2-0 Sugar Land.
Want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home & Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
For Manny Brothers, almost famous, always a favorite. From Manny Brothers, almost famous sandwiches served on Italian bread. Your choice of meat piled high with cheese, fresh cut fries, coleslaw, and tomato. Every day is happy hour with half price on draft, bottles, and liquors. Tuesday and Thursdays, it's Primanti Pizza Feast wings and salad for under $20. We'll keep the wings flying with 59-cent wings all day Sunday and boneless wings all day Monday. Primanti Brothers, 2151 South Queen Street. Almost famous, always a favorite.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
Bottom of the third, Revs looking to answer here in the early innings tonight. 2-0 now. Sugarland in front. We have our Scout Night sleepover tonight. So hopefully the rain holds off for that. Carlos Trienfel will lead things off. Trienfel at 236 with 3 home runs, 11 driven in. Last night, he hit one pretty well to deep left as the tying run at the plate in the 9th inning, but it was caught on the track. And he takes a first pitch strike here. That ended the game. And another one that here in York would have been off the wall, but well, we weren't playing in York. Pitch is outside, a fastball missing. Revs with 1 hit off Marshall thus far. He's yet to walk any. Leads the league with 40 walks. And the 1-1, swinging a chopper foul over by the third base dugout. Revs had faced Marshall earlier in the year, and he did struggle with his control. Saw him in relief when their bullpen was really thin. He deals, and it's fouled off over the first base side. He made 1 start against them then here in York, and he only gave up 1 hit in 6 shutout innings, May 28th. The no decision, though. He did walk 4, but only 1 hit. 27-year-old righty. Steps to his wind, delivers, and a line drive to left center. Base hit for Trienfel and all the way up the gap. Right off the base of the wall padding, and he's got 2. He'll stop there. A leadoff double here in the bottom of the third on a ringing low line drive hit right over short and all the way through the grass to the fence in left center. Revs with their 2nd hit here tonight.
Well, Trienfel is one of a bunch of guys for the Revs who have been really hot at the plate of late. 8 for his last 22 coming into the ball game, and looks like on that one, and what I feel like I've seen a lot more from him is keeping that bat in the zone longer. It looked like a breaking ball. He was a little out in front, but able to cover the outside corner and yank it, and he certainly has the power as it rolled all the way to the wall.
Now Ryan Dent. First pitch, he swings, fouls it back over the roof. Dent hitting 244, 2 homers, 24 driven in. And 2 nights ago, a game that rivaled his 6 RBI game from earlier this month. He drove in 5 against Bridgeport, double short of the cycle that night. Pitch is grounded toward third, and on the big hop, Aarons has it, backhanding it right near the bag and guns it across to first. Now Trienfel has to remain at second on that ball. Dent pulling that grounder. Last night he did move Trienfel on a ground ball behind him in the 5th inning. Led to the only run the Revs scored last night, but this time got around too early on it. Here's Witherspoon at the top of the order. He grounded to third his first time. Now 5 groundouts for Marshall out of 7. First pitch is a strike, down and away. Marshall's last start, very good. 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. No decision, but pitched well against Long Island. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Fastball at 91, up in the zone. I mentioned the walks. He had a season high of 5 in one game early in the year, and he's had 4 walks in his start 4 different times. But it's not like he's had like 7 or anything like that. He deals, and it's swung on, popped up, foul and out of play, right field side. Marshall, who's from Texas, Highlands, Texas, 6th round pick of the Yankees in 08, and he did make it to the majors with them. On the 0-2, and swinging a high fly in right. Benson drifting toward the corner, backing up. He's got room, makes the catch. Trienfeld tags from second. He'll speed down to third. Holding his batting gloves as he runs. 2 outs in the inning. And Alonzo Harris will try to get the Revs on the board. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. Here's Alonzo, who grounded out to short his first time. Marshall stretches and delivers, and a foul back off the net. Harris, a good cut at the first one he sees. Last season, Marshall started the year at AA with Tampa Bay, really struggled especially with that control, and then re-signed with Sugar Land, who he ended the 2015 season with. The 0-1, and it's in tight. Harris starting to gear up, had to bail in uncomfortably close to his hands, and a late spin and half dive out of the way. Now ready, a 1-1 pitch, and a swing and a fly ball to right. Benson a couple steps in, now drifting forward, and he'll put it away. So the Revs waste the leadoff double by Carlos Trienfeld. He's stranded at third and still trailing 2-0. Matt Present with the play-by-play as we head to the 4th.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Take home a brand new piece of Revolution gear when the York Revolution present a trucker hat giveaway on Saturday, July 1st, presented by Southern York Turf and Tractor. The first 1,000 fans through the gates will receive the limited edition hat featuring the Revolution's Claw R logo. The same night, the Revolution will present an Inside the Parks Fireworks Super Show, the largest fireworks display of the season, presented by the PA Lottery. It's all happening Saturday, July 1st at People's Bank Park. For tickets, visit YorkRevolution.com.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Back here at People's Bank Park, 2-0 Sugar Land out in front. We head to the 4th. Wilfredo Rodriguez, Hector Oliveira, and Albert Cordero facing Victor Mateo. Mateo 39 pitches through his first 3 innings. And the first pitch on the way to Rodriguez, and it's a breaking ball off the plate away. One 1-0. Mateo working quickly, and the pitch on the way hit back up towards the middle. Takes a hop off the mound to Ryan Dent at short. Dent settles and fires to first. 1 up and 1 down. So Rodriguez 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to Ryan Dent and 1 away for Hector Oliveira. Oliveira, the K-man tonight, 0 for 1. He's riding a 9-game hitting streak. Pitch on the way, popped up, back of first, now tailing down the line and right, a long run. All 3 guys converge, Harris, Burgess, and Mitchell, and it lands foul. Just foul down the line and right. Second life for Oliveira. Hector over the 9-game hitting streak, 16 for 35, batting .457 over that stretch. Played a lot professionally in Cuba before coming to the U.S., and the pitch on the way. It's a fastball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oliveira with the Cuban National Series from 2003 through 2014. The 1-1 pitch from Mateo hit on the ground to shortstop. Ryan Dent to a knee, picks the hop belt high, and fires to first for out number 2. So Rodriguez and Oliveira, 4 ground outs to shortstop combined. Ryan Dent 4 for 4 defensively. Oliveira also played in the World Baseball Classic in 2007 and 2009. And now Albert Cordero comes to the plate. Six ground ball outs for Victor Mateo here in the early going. Switch hitter batting left, first pitch on the way, fouled off down the line in left and out of play. Cordero, the switch hitting catcher, and the only lefty bat that Mateo will see today. Everyone else bats from the right side exclusively. The pitch on the way. Fastball 86, it misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cordero undrafted out of Venezuela, an open stance from the left side. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Fastball with some arm side run, 88 from Victor Mateo. And he gets ahead 0-2. 2-0. The Skeeters out in front. A solo home run by Brian Pounds. And 3 singles last inning. Getting a run across. Mateo, a high fastball. A swing and a miss from Cordero. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 3rd strikeout of the day for Victor Mateo. And through 3.5, it's 2-0 Skeeters on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
What a game. The home runs, great pitching, even that foul ball over our heads.
I know, it was so close, I almost caught it. Maybe next time, Gus.
Well, what about catching this?
Pay me. The new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, with top prizes of $100,000.
That's more like a grand slam. Keep on scratching.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hi, I'm Scott Penley from Shadler-Yesco Distribution, proud supporter of the York County Economic Alliance since 1956. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Home half of the fourth, Skeeters up 2-0. And for the Revs, it'll be Isaias Tejeda, Michael Burgess, and Daron Verona. Tejeda 0 for 1, a fly out to straightaway center his first time up. We talked in the open about that big 12-run game on the road trip, and Tejeda a big part of that one as he steps in from the right side. Marshall winds the first pitch inside, but it's called for a strike. Tejeda spinning out of the way, but home plate umpire Dave Snyder says it caught the inside black, 0-1. Tejeda 4 extra base hits in that game, the first time in Revs history that a player has reached that feat. The 0-1 pitch on the way, outside with the slider, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tejeda in that ball game, 3 doubles and a triple 2 nights ago. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Tejeda gearing up for the fastball, got the slider and was out in front. It's 1-2. Witherspoon also had a 4-hit ball game, but Tejeda the 4 extra base hits. The 1-2 from Marshall upstairs. Tejeda started, able to hold off, according to first base umpire Bill Reuter. And Tejeda not the fleetest of foot, but did pick up his 2nd triple of the year during that ball game. Witherspoon leads the team with 3, and the pitch on the way in tight. Tejeda jumps back and it got him. Must have caught Jersey as he leaned back out of the way, pulled the arms up. The jersey came extended, and he will trot down to first on the hit by pitch. Witherspoon with those 3 triples tied for 2nd in the league. 3 back of Michael Kraus, who has 6 on the year. So the Revs get the leadoff man on for the 2nd straight inning. Tejeda reaching on the hit by pitch, and here's Michael Burgess. Lefty up, and the first pitch, strike 1, outside corner from Marshall. And he's really been working that side of the plate, inside to right-handers, away to left-handers. Third baseman Aaron's off the line, middle looks to turn 2, and the pitch on the way. Burgess lines a base hit down the line and left. Tejeda had to stop on the line drive. He was frozen. He'll move up a base to 2nd. And an opposite field single by Michael Burgess, the 3rd base knock of the day for the Revs. So 2 men on, nobody down for Daron Verona. And I mentioned Aaron's off the line. Burgess takes advantage. Out of the reach of Aaron's, in between his backhand stab and the 3rd base bag. 2 men on for Verona, who laced the base hit right back up the middle his first time up and takes a fastball for a called strike. Looked to be just off the outside edge, but so far Dave Snyder a very large strike zone. 0-1 the count. Verona an open stance from the right side, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Marshall mixed in a slider, and Verona out in front. It's 0-2.
Put it together. Let's put it together.
Verona 2 for 4 in the game last night. Taking a turn in the DH spot, and the 0-2 pitch down and away with the slider. This time Verona lays off. The count now 1-2. We're talking about Oliveira being a guy who played in Cuba a lot. Verona began his professional career in Cuba as well, and the 1-2 pitch cued off the end of the bat foul right back towards the backstop. Verona played in the Cuban National Series from 2008 through 2014, then was signed as a free agent by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2015. Time called by Verona, granted by Dave Snyder. Verona this year began his year at AAA Durham with the Rays. 268 average, a couple home runs, 9 driven in, pitch on the way, fouled off, got a piece. Deflected off the glove of Cordero behind the plate. Verona stays alive, 1-2. Verona 12 hits in his first 34 at-bats as a member of the Revs. Looking to add to that here, the 1-2 pitch, line drive the opposite way towards right. Benson will have to play it on a hop. Tejeda held up at third, and the Revs have loaded the bases with nobody down in the fourth. An opposite field hit by Burgess, an opposite field hit by Verona, followed up a leadoff hit by pitch issued to Tejeda. So here comes Jared Mitchell, an opportunity to tie the game, perhaps even give the Revs a lead. Mitchell red hot in the month of June, a .333 average. 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 7 runs driven in. First pitch on the way, breaking ball, bends back over the outside edge, strike 1. Right as that pitch was coming, the sun broke out from behind the clouds, coming across the field from the left field corner towards the right. Shadows in play, and the pitch bounces in. Cordero blocks it down, keeps it just to the left of home plate, and Tejeda has to stay at third. Mitchell, with the tremendous month he's had, has risen his average all the way up to .256. After hovering just below the Mendoza line for much of first month and a half of the year. Bases loaded, nobody down, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mitchell reached for it. Had some arm side run down and away from the left-hander's bat. And Mitchell down in the count, 1-2. 51 pitches for Brett Marshall here in the fourth. Tejeda at third, Burgess at second, and Verona on at first. Pitch on the way. That one sails up and away. Looked like a changeup at 81 that got released a bit early from the hand of Brett Marshall. Sailed on him a bit, and Cordero able to reel it in behind the plate. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, nobody down. Set up away, and the pitch to Mitchell. Breaking ball comes back over, strike 3. Belled high, Mitchell does not think so. Either thought it broke too late, had already crossed outside, or thought that it was high. Either way, a bit surprised by the call of home plate umpire Dave Snyder. Mitchell down on strikes for out number 1. First strikeout victim of the night for Brett Marshall. And now 1 away for Alexi Casilla. Bases loaded, 1 down, and the first pitch to Casilla misses down and in, ball 1. Marshall's been 90 to 91 for the most part with that fastball, about 84 with his breaking stuff. Ready and deals, and the pitch in tight. Fastball, that looked like it had some cut a little bit, backing Casilla off the plate. Casilla 14 hits in 40 at-bats coming into play, but has been saddled with some injury problems, and he chops this one to third. Pound steps on the bag, double clutches, fires home. The tag applied by Cordero as Tejeda slid in. It's a double play. Brian Pounds flashing the leather. The 3-2 double play to end the frame. The Revs load the bases with nobody down and cannot get a run across. Still 2-0 Skeeters heading to the 5th on 1350 WOYK.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star. Purchase participating products. Scan your Rutter's rewards card or enter VIP information.
Automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rudders VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Dads, spoil your little princess at the York Revolution's Princess Day, Sunday, July 2nd. Treat Her Royal Highness to princess-themed games and activities, a bounce house castle, and even a princess palace in center field, plus her favorite movie and cartoon princesses. Treat yourself too by bidding on a one-of-a-kind game-worn All-American team jersey presented by PSECU to benefit the Children's Miracle Network. It's all happening on Princess Day, Sunday, July 2nd. Get tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
A bad luck finish to the inning. The ground ball double play to first base as Pound stepped on the bag and then came home. After the Revs had loaded the bases with nobody down, they trail it 2-0 heading to the fifth. Joe Benson and then the top of the order for the Skeeters against Victor Mateo. First pitch on the way, fouled straight back from Benson, who bounced one through the left side his first time up. That was the story in the third inning when the Skeeters got their second run. 3 ground ball singles all through the left side between third and short. 0-1 the count, the pitch to Benson. Fastball just under the hands, ball 1 I should say. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mateo now in his 9th pro season, his first here in the Atlantic League. He kicks and deals 1-1, a swing and a miss. Took something off, 86 on the gun. And now ahead 1-2. Originally in the Tampa Bay system, then up to AAA with the Braves, and a swing and a bouncer behind Mateo on the mound. Dent fields behind the second base bag, throws on the run, and gets Benson by a step. Ryan Dent ranging up the middle, fielding and throwing all in one motion on a ball that Mateo tried to play blindly behind his back. Dent backs him up, 1 up and 1 down in the 5th, and 5 straight retired by Victor Mateo. Fine defensive play by Ryan Dent, and here comes Josh Prince. First pitch is a slider back over the inside edge, strike 1. Prince 6 for 18, 333 over his last 5. And the 0-1 pitch, high fly ball down the line and left. It's hooking towards the corner, and it's foul, backing out of play. It'll carry him back onto the playing field where Verona will scoop it up, and a fan will have themselves a souvenir. Prince, a 3rd round pick of the Brewers out of Tulane University. The 0-2 home from Mateo. Reach for him popped up first base side, but this will get back and out of play. Burgess has a look, but it's about 10 rows back. Prince came up with the Brewers, making his debut in 2013. 1 for 8 in his time at the major league level at the plate. Pitch on the way, bounced to third, and it is a foul ball. Trienfeld scoops it up behind the bag. Buzz Albert on top of it, puts the hands up. Mentioned Prince out of Tulane, and his first year with the Wave led the nation in stolen bases, 48. 0-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball, swing back towards the mound. Mateo can't pick it up. Ryan Dent does the bare hand field, but the throw not in time. Prince, the speedy leadoff hitter, legs it out, but not for a great effort by Ryan Dent. We saw him with the glove up the middle a moment ago. This time the bare hand pick up and throw, but just a step tardy on the speedy Prince. It's an infield hit.
Next up, the Skeeters, third baseman number 4, Kevin Aarons.
That'll bring up Kevin Aarons. Aarons a single to left in the first and a strikeout in the third. Teo from the set. And the pitch on the way. First pitch, breaking ball hit in the air. Left center field, Verona over. And shy of the warning track, camps under. It's still drifting and makes the grab. Looked like he was going to stop for a second and then took an extra couple steps right at the descent. 2 down for Anthony Giansanti.
Next up, the Skeeters, second baseman number 21, Anthony
Giansanti, the second baseman tonight. He's also played some outfield this year. Mateo leans in, checking the runner, Prince at first. First pitch to Giansanti, fouled straight back. Prince leads the team in stolen bases, 18 for 22. 2 down, and he takes off for second. The pitch in the dirt, the throw down from Tejeda, the leap from Harris, and the tag not in time. Nice play by Harris, going airborne to make the catch and then slapping the tag down, but just too late to get Prince, who's in with his team leading now 19th swipe of the year. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner now in scoring position for Giansanti, who drove in a run with a sac fly to center field his last time up. 2-0 Skeeters, top of the 5th. Mateo working to Anthony Giansanti. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, broke his bat, a blooper to left, coming in Verona. He calls and makes the grab to retire the side. So an infield single and 1 man left. After 4.5 at Peoples Bank Park, it's 2-0 Skeeters on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Dream big for less with a first mortgage or home equity loan from First Capital Federal Credit Union. Our competitive rates and terms make it so easy to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home. Either way, we've got you covered. Plus, our home equity loans with rates as low as 3.99% APR for 120 months give you the spending power you need for remodeling, education, you name it. For more information, visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Halfway home from Peoples Bank Park, 2-0 Sugarland out in front. Carlos Trienfeld, Ryan Dent, and Travis Witherspoon due up in the home half of the 5th against Brett Marshall. The Revs had a leadoff double in the 3rd. Bases loaded, nobody outs in the 4th, but have been unable to get a run across. Trean fell up in the first pitch, a breaking ball on the outside edge, strike one. Treanfel's really picked it up of late. 6 hits in his last 15 at-bats. The 0-1 from Marshall, and that one inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. We mentioned Marshall made his debut in 2013. That coming with the Brewers against the Seattle Mariners. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. 91 with the high heat, and Treanfel could not connect. He came in relief in that ball game. A mop-up role, went 5 2/3 innings and threw 108 pitches. Again, in a relief outing in his major league debut. The 1-2 pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. Gave up 5 runs, all earned, a couple of home runs. It was a 12-2 blowout loss, but he certainly did his job in terms of eating innings and saving the bullpen. Marshall works from the first base side, winds and fires 1 and 2. It's a breaking ball, and it missed his spot. Not too far off the inside edge, but Cordero set up away, had to reach back across home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trean fell with the high socks, and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit well, straight away left field. Towards the gap goes Oliveira, and it's off the wall. It caroms out towards center field, where Gillespie will pick it up and fire it back in. A 2-hit game for Carlos Treanfel, both doubles to left center. And once again, the Revs with the leadoff man on. Just a few feet shy of a home run, a double off the Harrisburg University sign in left center field, and Treanfel continues to hit the cover off the ball. Ryan Dent now will come to the plate. 0 for 1, a ground out to third his last time up. Marshall will wait on the mound as the shortstop, Josh Prince, will tie his shoe. Dent out of the box, now he'll dig in. Pitch on the way, Dent shows bunting and gets it down right in front of the mound. The pitcher, Marshall, off the field, fires to first, and he'll get Dent, but Ryan Dent does his job on the sacrifice. Moves Treanfel up to third, where he's 90 feet away with 1 man down. That pitch ran up and in. Dent doing a nice job to hang in there and get the barrel on the ball. Cordero from behind the plate instructing Marshall 1-1-1 all the way. And now here's Travis Witherspoon. Witherspoon had a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night. In the first pitch, a breaking ball down and away. The 9 straight games with a hit. The most by any Revs player this year. Witherspoon also had a 7-game streak, so did Tejeda, and the pitch on the way is in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Witherspoon also a 6-game hitting streak at one point. The 6th and the 7-game hitting streak separated by just 1 hitless game, where he was safely hitting in 13 of 14 at one point. 2-0 pitch on the way, a high fastball he lays off. And now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Marshall last year splitting time between Sugarland and AA Montgomery. Pitch on the way, Witherspoon taking all the way. It's a fastball at the knees on the outside corner, strike 1. With Sugarland last year, Marshall 6-6, a 4.33 ERA, struck out 67 in 81 innings. Comes home 3-1, and Witherspoon chops it foul off the facing of the Skeeters' third base side dugout. Polo picks it up, tosses it into the first row. A fan has a souvenir. Marshall battles back. It's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Treanfel, a leadoff double, now at third with 1 away. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Witherspoon chased it down and out of the strike zone, and he's set down on strikes for out number 2. Marshall really doing a fine job with runners in scoring position. Once again stranded. Treanfel in the 3rd inning after a leadoff double. Had the bases loaded with nobody outs last inning, stranded everyone, and well, actually stranded two because of that double play ball where Pound stepped on first and then fired home to get Tejeda at the plate. And now is an out away from getting out of the fifth after Trienfeld again reached with a leadoff double. Alonzo Harris trying to spoil that effort, and the first pitch breaking ball is outside, ball one. Harris now up to third in the league in hitting at .327, and the pitch on the way, a fastball catches the outside corner at the knees. A pitcher's pitch for Marshall to even the count at 1-1 strike. Harris 6 home runs in his last 3 weeks since coming off the reserve list. Pitch on the way, outside. Was never officially placed on the DL, but was deactivated with that oblique injury that sidelined him for 21 games. But certainly has come back strong. The power numbers have really risen. The 2-1 pitch, a breaking ball, and he could not hold back. Started his swing and went around, and now it's 2-2. Two 2-0 Skeeters, bottom of the fifth. Trienfeld at third with 2 men down. The 2-2 pitch to Harris. High fly ball, well hit, left center field. Going back, Gillespie looking, it's gone! Alonzo Harris ties the game, a 2-run shot, his 7th of the year. Trienfeld in from third. Harris slaps the hand of Polo and comes around to touch, and we are tied at 2. Seventh home run, all coming in the last 3 weeks. Alonzo Harris catching fire. And after back-to-back innings in which the Revs were unable to capitalize, they do so here. A 2-run bomb to tie the score. Here's Tejeda, hit by a pitch his last time up. And the first pitch from Marshall, high fly ball. That's well hit, straight away left field towards the nemesis. Oliveira looking up. Back-to-back jacks for the Revs. And they're in front 3-2. Tejeda's 9th of the year, 34th RBI. And the Revs take the lead. Back-to-back jacks with 2 down in the 5th. And that brings up Michael Burgess. First time this year the Revs have gone back-to-back with the long ball. And the first pitch to Burgess, breaking ball, a foul tip squeezed, 0-1. Well, the Revs have certainly done damage with the long ball here at Peoples Bank Park of late. Over their 7-game homestand a week ago, they hit 12 home runs and already a couple in this one. Pitch on the way, line drive towards right field. Benson coming in, it'll hang up, and he reaches up to make the catch to retire Burgess. And in the frame, 3 hits and 3 runs across. Harris and Tejeda back-to-back jacks, and the Revs with a 3-2 lead heading to the 6th on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
The Revs come through with the long ball in the home half of the fifth. They lead it now 3-2. Victor Mateo back out there will work to Gillespie, pounds in Rodriguez here in the sixth. Curtis Parch loosening in the bullpen. First pitch on the way, and that's a fastball just inside. Maybe a little cutter there from Mateo. 1 ball and no strikes. Gillespie just signed today and immediately in the cleanup spot. The 1-0 pitch on the way, a breaking ball from Mateo and a good one over at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gillespie in the big leagues as recently as last year when he played 41 games with the Marlins. The 1-1 home and a swing and a miss. Fastball down and in, and Gillespie swung over the top. With the Marlins a year ago, Gillespie hit .235. 7 runs scored, did not have a home run. But over the course of his major league career has 6. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, foul tip squeezed by Tejeda. Gillespie set down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and that's the 4th strikeout for Victor Mateo. He's retired 8 of the last 9 as Brian Pounds comes up. Pounds opened the scoring back in the 2nd with a solo home run over the arch nemesis in left. 1 for 2 also flew out to center field, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a grounder foul into the first row of seats just beyond the on-deck circle. 0-1. So Mateo, who missed the start after feeling some soreness in his right shoulder, bouncing back nicely here. Sugar Land, 2 runs on 6 hits, but really only 1 ball hit that hard. And the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball, and it's popped up right field and straight away. Mitchell trotting in a few steps, waits, and reaches up to glove it for out number 2.
Fans, York County employee winners can claim their prizes at Van Services. Happy York County employee raffle winners can claim their prizes at Van Services.
That'll bring up Wilfredo Rodriguez.
Next up, the Skeeters designated hitter number 9.
Rodriguez, a couple of ground outs to Ryan Dent at shortstop. But 8 for his last 15 coming into play, a .533 average. First pitch for Mateo, it's a fastball and it's swung on and fouled back. Rodriguez drafted by Colorado in the 7th round of 2012 out of the Puerto Rican Baseball Academy. Last year, a .288 average with the Skeeters, 7 home runs, 32 knocked in. And the pitch on the way, and it's down and in. In and out of the glove of Tejeda, 1 ball and 1 strike. He also batted .300 in the postseason for Sugar Land last year, a home run and 4 runs knocked in. 2 down, bases empty. And the 1-1 pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit left field. Past the reach of Dent at short. So Rodriguez reaches, and he stays hot at the plate, a 2-out single.
See you guys.
5 of the 7 Skeeter hits have been to the left side. And all aside from that Pounds home run have not been hit all that sharply. That one hit pretty well, but not too far off the ground. Oliveira up in the first pitch. He swings at it and fouls it back to the netting. Mateo at 71 pitches. He threw 73 in his last start on the 19th against Southern Maryland, in which he gave up 10 hits and 6 runs. Pitch on the way, bounces in, and Tejeda smothers it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Or rather, 1-1 the count. Gave up 6 runs, which are more than he'd given up in his previous 4 outings, when he gave up a run in each of those previous 4 starts. The 1-1 pitch on the way just missed the inside corner, a fastball that backed Oliveira up off the plate. So now the count 2-1. Mateo, a Southern League All-Star in 2014. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, and it misses down and away. So now it's 3-1. Mateo fired a couple of no-hitters in the minor leagues. His first was a 7-inning no-no back in 2011 with Bowling Green. 3 walks, 10 strikeouts in that one, and he equaled that 10 strikeout performance at Southern Maryland a few weeks ago. 2 down, Rodriguez at first, and the 3-1 home. It's a grounder foul wide of third base. His second no-hitter came in 2013 with AA Montgomery of Tampa Bay. That was a 9-inning no-no. He walked 1, struck out 5 against Jacksonville in that one, and joined Matt Moore and Wade Davis as the only players in franchise history to throw no-hitters. 3-2 the count to Oliveira. 2 outs, Rodriguez on at first. Mateo ready, runner goes, a pitch on the way, and it's reached for and fouled off, and they'll do it again. Mateo in his 8-year minor league career, a record of 53-52, an ERA at 4.0. And while he did have that 10 strikeout performance earlier this year, not a guy who thrives on the strikeout, more of a guy who likes to get balls in play. Payoff pitch, cold third strike, at the knees with a fastball, 5th strikeout for Mateo, and he strands Rodriguez at first. 1 hit, 1 left through 5.5 at Peoples Bank Park. Revs in front 3-2 on 1350 WOYK.
Now through June 30th, it's the York Mitsubishi Sizzling Summer Sports Utility Sales Event. The Outlander and Outlander Sport are the best price SUVs in the market, starting at $17,495. Now available in 5 or 7 passenger. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. With the best warranty in the business, 10-year or 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Only at York Mitsubishi. Celebrating 27 years in business just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue. York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We head to the home half of the 6th, 3-2, Revs in front. And we pause for station identification on the Revs Baseball Network.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Along with Daryl Henry, I'm Matt Present, welcoming you back to Peoples Bank Park. A couple of home runs for the Revs coming in the bottom of the 5th as Alonzo Harris hit a 2-run bomb and Tejeda followed it up with a solo jack. Verona up now, and the first pitch is a fastball called strike outside corner. The back-to-back home runs, the first time the Revs have done it this year. And today doing so against Brett Marshall, who comes home with a changeup and it missed inside. So the count 1-1. Verona, Mitchell, Casilla due up for the Revs here, home half of the 6th. And the pitch on the way, breaking ball, a check swing from Verona. And he went around, said first base umpire Bill Reuter. So Verona down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 2-hit game for Dyrone, a single up the middle and a single to right. Breaking ball inside, it got him. And he will trot down to first base on the hit by pitch, a breaking ball that came back and caught his front shoulder. So for the 4th straight inning, the Revs have the leadoff man on. A double by Trienfeld in the 3rd, a hit batsman by Tejeda in the 4th, a double again by Trienfeld in the 5th, and now Verona leads off the 6th, reaching on a hit by pitch. Marshall has hit 2 batters but has not walked any, despite leading the league in walks with 40 coming into play. Here's Mitchell in the first pitch, fastball misses high, ball 1. Jared 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a strikeout as he looks down at Polo for signs. Verona inching his lead and the pitch on the way. That one misses low, a fastball from Marshall. 2-0 the count. Marshall from Baytown, Texas, went to Ross Sterling High School, and he checks on Verona, who's back in standing. And in 2008 was named the All-Greater Houston Player of the Year by the Houston Chronicle. Doing so as a two-way player, 10-2 on the mound with a 2.27 ERA. As he sets and delivers 2-0, and Mitchell lines a base hit down the right field line, just inside the chalk. Verona hustling around second, heading for third, and he'll hold up there. Jared Mitchell into second with a double. 11th double of the year for Mitchell, and the Revs have something brewing. A 3-run inning in the 5th, and now they're right back to work, 2 in scoring position to start the 6th. Mitchell turned on an inside fastball. I mentioned the 10th double of the year, his 4th of the month, continuing to have a heck of a month of June. 2 runners in scoring position for Alexi Casilla. Now the Skeeters will bring their infield in. Marshall still works from the stretch, and the first pitch to Alexi is a fastball off the plate away. Told you what Marshall did on the mound his senior year of high school, also coming through with 116 strikeouts, but he also was his team's cleanup hitter. The 1-0 pitch on the way, line drive off the glove of Pounds at first. Pounds into foul territory, will pick it up and now go back to step on the bag for out number 1. Coming in to score is Verona, and it's a 4-2 Revs lead. Mitchell up to third on a screamer off of Pounds, and they're checking on him over there at first base. He looks to be okay, but an absolute scorcher off the glove. It may have caught some body as well as he continues to pace around, and with the infield in and a lefty at the plate, he was essentially playing back at the hot corner at third on that one. He does pick up the out, scampering back to get Casilla. But Verona comes in, and the Revs now with a 2-run lead.
Pitcher's getting tired!
And that might be all for Brett Marshall. Gary Gaetti now out of the third base side dugout. Chris Tribet had been warming. And that indeed will do it for Brett Marshall. A A hit by pitch, a scorching double down the line from Mitchell, and a seed off the bat of Casilla that did result in an out, but it also plated a run. So Maple Donuts pitching changes. Trevette comes on. We will step aside. 4-2 Revs on top on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's the right-hander Chris Tribette coming in. He's 30 years of age, out of Rogers State University, as well as Northeastern State University.
Your arm out, throw sidearm.
He is a side armor, as you might have just overheard, working from the first base side. First pitch to Trienfeld, catches the outside corner, strike one. Tribette, 6'1", 180 pounds, from Cedar City, Utah. Did make it, excuse me, that was Mitch Talbot I accidentally read off. 5'11" for Tribette, 185 from Collinsville, Oklahoma, and has played his entire career in independent ball. 5-year pro. And again, a side armor who leans way down to get his sign. Mitchell dancing way off, went back, and now it's a strike called on a breaking ball to Trienfeld. Mitchell halfway to third, but Tribette held the ball an extra beat, and he got a little uncomfortable with how big his lead got. Trienfeld down in the count, 0-2. Marshall, 5 1/3, 9 hits, no walks, did a hit 2. Picked up 2 strikeouts. 1 down, Mitchell at second. Tribette deals. Breaking ball, it's hit high in the air, not deep to left. Oliveira comes in and camps under it to put it away for out number 2. Mitchell back to second, but he remains in scoring position for Ryan Dent. Dent 0 for 1, a ground out to third, also a sac bunt pushing Trienfeld from second to third, an inning ago. Tribette on the season, making his 14th appearance for Sugar Land. Does not have a record, but does have a fine .265 ERA. And the first pitch to Dent fouled off his foot, and he goes down in a heap right on top of home plate. He uses the bat to prop himself back up to his feet, and now will try to hobble it off just to the left of home plate. Cordero, the catcher, and Dave Snyder, the home plate umpire, will do him the courtesy of taking some time to themselves as well. Tribette in 17 innings this year has given up 20 hits, 7 runs, all earned. Has walked 6 and struck out 15. Dent nods his head, says he's good to go. Sure, he still feels the pain in that foot as he digs back into the third base side batter's box. Jared Mitchell out there at second base, 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Try bet from the hold, crouched down, checks, and now delivers. Breaking ball hit in the air to left field. This will send Oliveira back on it, still going back onto the warning track, and he runs it down. That ball kept carrying out to left center field, but Oliveira able to get there in time to put it away. A run comes across to score. Verona reached on a hit by pitch. Mitchell doubled, and then Casilla ripped one off the glove of Brian Pounds. And the Revs now lead it by 2, 4-2. Heading to the 7th, Darrell Henry will take you home when we come back here on 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Take home a brand new piece of Revolution gear when the York Revolution present a trucker hat giveaway on Saturday, July 1st, presented by Southern York Turf and Tractor. The first 1,000 fans through the gates will receive the limited edition hat featuring the Revolution's claw or logo. The same night, the Revolution will present an Inside the Parks Fireworks Super Show, the largest fireworks display of the season, presented by the PA Lottery. It's all happening Saturday, July 1st at People's Bank Park. For tickets, visit YorkRevolution.com.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
A 4-2 lead, a roller coaster of a night at the plate with missed opportunities, but then the back-to-back home runs in the 5th. Adding another one in the 6th, then Curtis Parch takes over in relief here tonight. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. So into the bullpen where he was at the start of the year. And Mateo with an excellent performance tonight. I would imagine that he checked the boxes for what they wanted to see, knock on wood. Excellent effort. It'll be Albert Cordero leading things off in the 7th. Parch from the stretch. And his first pitch is a little bit low. Cordero a ground out and a strikeout tonight. Mateo's final line, 6 innings, 2 runs, scattering 7 hits. Didn't walk any. Struck out 5, 77 pitches, 57 strikes. Parch with the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 92. That's the 4th straight start. And 5th in the last 6 where Mateo has not walked a batter. It's over 25 innings, the last 4 starts, no walks.
And he retired 10 of the last 12 that he faced.
Now Parch set. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball there. A little bit more deliberate pace here out of the bullpen in a close game than he had when he was starting, trying to go 5-6 innings. But he has done both roles for significant periods of time in his career. Pretty much every role he's handled. Now ready, here's the kick, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He blew him away upstairs. 94 on the heater. And Parch with a strikeout to begin the 7th. Well, early in the year, he was ticketed to be the Revs' closer based on his big league experience and everything. And pretty quickly, they moved him into a spot start role and then a full-time starter. But he's obviously completely built up now. Here's Joe Benson. And the first offering, fastball down and away. So if they do use him in relief, he can come in, completely air it out for an inning or however long he's in.
I think one of the things, though, that impressed me most this year from Parch is that he didn't really need time to build up into that starter's role. I think he threw over 90 pitches in his very first start.
Now deals. And a two-seamer over at the knees for a strike. Some late sink on that. Benson tonight, 1 for 2, led off the third with a single and scored. It was 2-0 Sugarland until the 5th when the Revs back-to-back jacks put them ahead 3-2, and then another run on that wicked shot off Casillas' bat last inning. 1-1. Fastball in tight. Revs now have Joe Van Meter up in the bullpen, and they have certainly a full deck. 10 relievers on the lineup card tonight. Parch ready. And the 2-1. Swing and a pop foul coming back and out of play. His last start was Sunday in that 7-inning game against Lancaster after the suspended game. It was a rough one for him. 5 innings, 7 runs. He was hurt by the long ball. And, of course, the Barnstormers wanted to pick fights with him. Now has his sign. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. One hop to Dent. He spears it. Sends it across. Got him. 2 down. Strikeout and a ground out for Parch in his first relief outing since May. Now Josh Prince at the top of the order. Saw Parch the next day, and he said he certainly was not trying to hit Halton, which was the one that caused the benches to empty. It was a 2-seamer. It was not his 4-seamer, which can be mid-90s. Here's Prince, who's 2 for 3 with a steal, and a fastball just outside missed.
And that's what I had alluded to on that broadcast, is how much run that pitch had.
Yeah.
If you try to hit a guy, you throw a straight pitch at him, it doesn't move like that pitch did. But of course the Barnstormers felt that the intent was there.
They might have been a little hot from previous events. Pitch here is high and tight. Prince jumps back, 2-0.
And the other thing that indicated to me that it was not intentional is if you try to hit someone and they take a step towards you, you're going to take a step forward too and probably drop the glove. Parch was backing away like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Now ready, the 2-0. Swing and a high pop-up. Left side, the left side of the infield, rather, both going out, and Trienfeld's got it. Revs third baseman all the way to home plate in the Sugarland bullpen, and Verona came in alongside. Trienfeld a long range back, but he got there. 1-2-3, top of the 7th, and Parch impressive in his return to the bullpen here tonight. 7th inning stretch at Peoples Bank Park. It's the Revs 4 and the Skeeters 2.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dads, spoil your little princess at the York Revolution's Princess Day, Sunday, July 2nd. Treat Her Royal Highness to princess-themed games and activities, a bounce house castle, and even a princess palace in center field, plus her favorite movie and cartoon princesses. Treat yourself too by bidding on a one-of-a-kind game-worn All-American team jersey, presented by PSECU to benefit the Children's Miracle Network. It's all happening on Princess Day, Sunday, July 2nd. Get tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs a 4-2 lead. Tribet stays on. Witherspoon leads off. Tribet 2 flyouts to left in a matter of 5 pitches to get the final 2 outs of the 6th. First one to Spoon is across at the belt for a strike. 0 for 3 tonight. He was held hitless last night, had a 9-game hitting streak before that. Parch carries his glove toward the bullpen. Great job by him. He'll work just the 1 inning. As Witherspoon looks at the sidearm delivery, a called strike 2. He'll be followed by Harris and Tejeda, who did the damage in the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Revs here in the 7th. The pitch, breaking ball, he fouls it. That'll get upstairs and come back down.
It's a really good 2-strike swing, though, from Witherspoon, letting that ball get deep, really short to the baseball, a pitch that he was clearly trying to foul off and did so.
Now Tribet ready again. Holds, deals, and a swing and a pop foul back over the roof this time. It's become a pleasant evening, kind of picturesque breaks in the cloud cover, some blue skies overhead, twilight here in York tonight. Tribet just 5'11", sidearm righty, comes home, and a swing and a tap rolling along the line at third, but foul. They'll come to a stop on the grass before Aarons approaches. The Revs so far in the season series against Sugar Land 4-3. They split 4 in Texas, dropped the first one less than a week later in York, but then won the final 2. And they'll next be here for 4 games the week after the All-Star break. Here's a called third strike. Tribet snuck one in and had Witherspoon locked up on it, 1 away. And he's come in and retired all 3 that he's faced. Revs were starting to figure out Brett Marshall. There's Alonzo Harris, who's 1 for 3, a 2-run homer to left center in the 5th inning. It just got over the wall padding in front of the playground. Now Tribet ready. First offering, he swings, cues a foul over into the opening of the Revs dugout. 7th home run for Alonzo. He's hit all 7 in the course of his last 16 games and 6 in his last 11. 0-1, and a line drive down the line and left. There's a base hit. And he'll sprint around first, makes his turn. He'll get 2 easily. Oliveira had to go into the corner to retrieve it. And Alonzo Harris, a double down the line and left. And his 2nd straight extra base hit. Has really been, for a guy that is known for speed, he's really been slugging it here lately. He's got plenty of pop as well. Came in tonight 3rd in the league in hitting. Here's Tejeda, who's 1 for 2, followed Harris's homer, going back-to-back over the arch nemesis in the 5th. He's also reached on a hit by pitch tonight. Revs looking for another run. First one is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. 4-2 the lead. It's their 9th hit of the night. Harris's double, and of the 9, 6 for extra bases. 2 homers, 4 doubles, a 1-0. Fastball, that's across for a strike. Our home run winner tonight, Greta Bankert, on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest. Stop by any time at the Apple Chevrolet ticket office. 1-1, and he fights it off the hands, foul into the net. Your best chances are when the ticket office is open, so I recommend that that's when you choose, but within those parameters, anytime.
It's quality advice.
That's what we're here for. Tribet leaning forward. He's ready with it. The 1-2. And another foul against the net. Four runs, 9 hits, no errors for York. 2-7 and 0 for Sugarland. Where's our internet, Matt?
It's a good question.
Oh, this is like what life was like before the internet. Kind of bad. Pitch is lined to left field, and Oliveira started in, has to turn and play it off the wall. And Harris around third will score. It's 5-2. And Isaias with another hit. The last one went well over the wall. This one right off of it. About halfway up off the newspaper. An RBI single. He drives in his 2nd of the night, and it's a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, Tribet was getting some good run up and in towards right-handed batters, and Tejeda fought off a couple foul. That time he left it out over the plate. And it was a pitch that Tejeda was able to drive.
Now 5-2 the lead. Revs have scored in 3 straight innings. And here's Burgess, who leaves one up. Michael tonight, 1 for 3. A hard single the other way. A hard line out to right field. Pitch. It's a fastball off the plate away. Ball 2. Well, while the Revs build this lead further, we'll take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard here this inning. 2-0. And a line drive to right center. There's a hit for Burgess. Benson over from right to get in front of it. He'll throw into second. Tejeda has to quickly step back on. And the Revs with 3 hits in a row. Burgess with his 2nd of the night. And it's 1st and 2nd. A run home and a rally further brewing. Another hard hit ball from Burgess. And here's Verona, who's been on base all 3 times tonight. 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run. Around the league, Lancaster leads Somerset 9-6 in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes pitching coach Rafi Montalvo. So we'll have a little more time to discuss. Barnstormers 2 games behind Southern Maryland. Lancaster leading midway through. Southern Maryland, though, also leading 3-2 in the top of the 7th inning at Long Island. And they're in a rain delay. Bridgeport at New Britain tonight. Nothing to report there. Skeeters have righty Sean Gleason up in their bullpen. And he has missed with apparently 2 in a row. The Bat Boy chasing 2 behind home plate. That rolled all the way in. A long visit. Jeez. Dave Snyder now out there to break it up.
Can we just start naming the... Oh, man, another errant one for the bullpen. Oh. Can we just start naming these long mound visits Frisbees?
Yeah. He would lose his mind. He did last week. And Verona will finally dig in. 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and a run tonight. Revs up 5-2. First one is off the plate outside, ball 1. Now 11 hits for the offense tonight. And here this week, it's been a quiet game followed by a huge game. Pitch is belted deep to left center. Watch this one go. Tyrone Verona, his first Revolution home run. A mammoth 3-run shot deep into the playground in left center. And the Revs have blown this baby wide open, an 8-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. What a night for him. Another great night for the offense. They have turned it up here in this month of June. And here comes Gary Gaetti. That'll be it for Tribet. The Revs with their 3rd home run of the night. Verona 3 for 3. On base all 4 times. His first homer with York. He now has 10 RBIs in his first 9 games here. No doubter. The Revs with a 3-run 5th, followed by a run last inning, and now a 4-run 7th have blown it open.
And he hit that pitch about shoulder high. I mean, he really went up and got it. And like you said, no doubt about it. But Tribet, when he came in, like I said a few moments ago, was effective working down and in with that arm side run, the sidearm delivery. But later on in the inning, I don't know if he got tired in his second frame or what the reason was, but he started leaving pitches up and over the plate. And when you're a sidearmer, you're probably not throwing quite so hard, and that ball up and over the plate stays a lot straighter, and the Revs certainly taking advantage.
Verona, a huge night. Revs now with 12 hits. 3 of them have left the yard, plus the 4 doubles. And as a team, they've now hit 14 home runs in their last 9 games, 25 in their last 21. And it hasn't been every night. Again, last night held to 1 run. A couple of nights ago, shut out, but here recently, it's been like every other game, at least, where they have just gone off. And another big performance here tonight. So Sean Gleason, the new pitcher for Sugar Land. Revs have turned this game around big time. A couple of innings ago, we were talking about the frustrations of missed opportunities, including a leadoff double in the 3rd, bases loaded, no outs in the 4th, didn't produce anything. But a tale of 2 games. Jared Mitchell will be the first to face Gleason, who's 1-6 with a 7.50 ERA. He's made 4 starts, but has moved to the bullpen. It's his 14th relief outing. Pitch to Mitchell. It's inside. He's 1 for 3 tonight, a double his last time up, which helped lead to the run last inning. Gleason, 36 innings, 50 hits. Opponents have hit 338. 1-0, and it's across for a strike, a fastball. Skeeters had won 4 in a row coming in tonight, all against Long Island. 1-1, breaking ball, sat a little high. They had lost the first 3 at home to Long Island and then won the last 4, taking the series, but Revs out in front tonight on them. The 2-1. And a ground ball back to him. He knocks it down, picks up a long underhand flip to first, and he got him. A reaction play from Gleason on a hot shot, one hopper back to him. He knocks it down and makes the flip for the out. Another sharply hit ball, though. And here's Alexi Casilla, who had one of the hardest hit balls of the night. A line smash that ate up pounds at first last inning. He knocked it down, went for an RBI ground out, and Gleason misses low to him. And were you able to see, Matt, where it hit pounds? He was a little shaken up.
It looked initially that it just hit him in the glove, so I don't know if he reached the bare hand over too.
There's a strike called, 1-1.
Or if it came off his glove and hit his leg or something, but no, I couldn't really make out other than his glove where it caught him.
But I was watching it from upstairs on the first base side. It was crushed. There's a ball down low, 2-1.
But credit Pounds for sticking with that, crossing into foul territory to pick it up and then race back to the bag.
He's had an eventful and at times odd night in his return. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Casilla lets it rip on that fastball. Good to see him cut loose like that, coming back from the groin injury. Coming into his return on Wednesday, he had played in just 3 of the previous 23. Pitch is down low, 3-2. Of course, had the jammed thumb before that, which was an off and on battle for him, and then the groin strain kept him out for 10 days, missed 10 in a row. Gleason, the 3-2, and a ground ball, base hit to right. Casilla yanks it through the right side of the infield. Nobody's stopping that one. Another hard hit ball from him, and he's into the hit column here tonight, a 2-out single. So he's got a hit in each of his 2 games back.
And so many of these hits have been right on the barrel. Even that one hit on the ground, but Casilla really able to pull it sharply.
And out Carlos Trienfeld. How about the way he's been swinging it tonight? 2 for 3, 2 doubles and a run. And the first pitch, it's up and in. His first double was a low laser over short that sailed the whole way to the fence in left center. And then the other one, man, he came within a foot of a home run off the top of the padding. Pitch is high and tight, 2-0. Revs up 8-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. 3 in the 5th to go up 3-2. Another one in the 6th, and then 4 here in the 7th, highlighted by Trienfeld, or rather Verona's 3-run blast. Here's a swing and a pop-up foul back over the roof, 2-1. Tomorrow night we have our Independence Day celebration, the post-game fireworks presented by Pennsylvania Lottery, the trucker hat giveaway. Here's the stretch. 2-1, and a ground ball toward the middle right there at second. Jan Santi will glove it, takes it to the bag to end the inning. But the Revs blow this one open with 4 runs on 5 hits. 1 man left. We go to the 8th tonight. It's York 8, Sugar Land 2.
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438, or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Golfers, don't miss this year's Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, the York Revolution's annual fundraiser presented by Shipley Energy. The 2017 Classic tees off on Monday, July 24th at Outdoor Country Club and benefits York City Little League and the YMCA of York County Strong Kids campaign. Join the York Revolution players and coaches on a beautiful course. Sink a hole in one and you could even win a brand new car from Lehman Volvo. The deadline to register is Monday, July 10th. That's the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic, Monday, July 24th. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Ricardo Gomez on in the 8th. His first pitch inside on Kevin Aarons. It's 8-2 York. And on top of the great start from Mateo, great performance from the offense again. There's a slider in the dirt, 2-0. More excellent news to report. We have a franchise record, 4 openings in a row. 5,000 or more here. That is the first time it's ever happened. 5,172. Here's a high drive, deep left field, and Aarons is going to get one back for Sugarland. A home run over the arch nemesis, toward the line, and over the big wall. It's an 8-3 game, his 6th of the year. Fastball down and in, and stayed short to it and yanked it out. Now it's 8-3. Skeeters with their second home run of the night. Both over the arch nemesis, and the left field power porch, somewhat similar to their home park, not the big wall, but that is the place to hit it in their yard. Here's Jan Santi, who takes a little bit low on a fastball. The Parch, a 1-2-3 7th. Gomez now looking to get back on track. 1-0, and a slider bends across at the knees for a strike. Our 8th inning brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Stretch from Gomez, the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. He flails at a slider. I had about 4 hours of sleep last night, but not due to CPAP. 1-2, swinging a fly ball, center field. Witherspoon in a couple steps and waiting, and makes the grab, 1 down. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea, sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Exceptional care just a phone call away. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy, 450 West Market Street in Helena. Here's Cole Gillespie, who fouls the first one back into the netting. Gillespie in his Atlantic League debut tonight, a single and 2 strikeouts. Rebs an 8-3 lead. The pitch, and a swing and a pop-up. Foul toward the first base dugout. Burgess in, calls off Tejeda, makes the 2-hand grab. Hustling in about halfway toward the dugout from first, 2 down. Good rebound from Ricardo after the home run that greeted him. Rebs Baseball also brought to you by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, Stanball Plumbing and Heating, and Hatfield. Here's Brian Pounds, who's 1 for 3, a homer in the second in his return. And he lays off a high fastball here. Was an ominous beginning, but ended up being one of only 2 runs allowed by Victor Mateo in his 6. There's the 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up. At shortstop, Dent drifting back. Pounds didn't see it, didn't leave the box, and Dent out in shallow left center will make the grab to end the inning. And I think Pounds didn't realize Tejeda was right behind him. He accidentally tossed the bat aside and hit Tejeda, who slowly walks toward the dugout a little bit gingerly, but it appears he'll be fine. 1 run on 1 hit, and Gomez bounces back after that. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Revs in front, 8-3.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
It's how great you are, and then you don't win. I mean, Seattle won 116 games, but they're remembered for winning 116 and not getting to the World Series. New England, 18-0, and then they lost to the Giants. Golden State with 73 wins. If you don't win the championship, we're going to look back on this season and say, that was great.
Dan Patrick. Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
The York County History Center is happy to be the York Revolution partner for this weekend's homestand. Stop and see us on the concourse and learn more about our capital campaign. We're placing history at the center with exciting plans for a brand new museum spotlighting York County history, set to open in downtown York in 2020. Visit our website, yorkhistory.org, to find out how you can get involved. The York County History Center. Your history starts here.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Shout out to Scott Geis, who's filling in official scoring tonight. And I had given him a couple of quarters for the vending machine, and he only used one, so rather than pocketing the other one, he just gave it back. Givesies backsies in this booth. Revs up 8-3, and Ryan Dent breaks his bat swinging first pitch and lofts a fly to shallow left. Oliveira in to squeeze it. 1 down, Gleason stays in and gets a 1-pitch out here in the bottom of the 8th. Revs baseball brought to you by York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. Here's Witherspoon at the top of the order, 0 for 4 on the night. Gleason from the stretch delivers. And a fastball, it's a called strike over the outer half. (0-1), and that missed down low. Tomorrow night, Revs fans will get to see the first home start for Jay Goss, who was just outstanding in Bridgeport Monday night. 1-1, and a foul tip, yikes. I believe that got the shoulder of the plate ump Dave Snyder, ricocheted high off the net. He'll take a moment here, but appears to largely be okay. Nasty bounce on that deflection. The crew chief, Bill Reuter, says no visit, with Cordero heading out to talk with Gleason. That's just to give the plate ump some time.
And I hope you're right. I hope it was shoulder. Initially, I thought it was the top of the head, but based on how he's reacting, I would imagine not.
Well, maybe it was, because Cordero just held a finger up like, how many am I holding up? So maybe it was the top of the head.
Well, catchers wear that hard hat under the face mask when they wear that two-piece, but home plate umpires, for whatever reason, do not. So if it did hit the top of the head, it was just his hat.
Revs have Chase Hutchinson getting ready to finish the game. There's the 1-2. And a slider, strike 3 called, and Witherspoon not happy. Yanks the bat up over his head like he wanted to snap it over his knee. He's rung up for the second straight time, 0 for 5 with 3 Ks tonight. But again, he had been going so well before the last 2 nights. 9-game hitting streak and 4 hits on Wednesday. 2 down, here's Alonzo Harris. He's 2 for 4, 2-run homer, double, 2 runs scored. 7th home run of the year. Pitch up and in, and he does a little shimmy as he waltzes in reverse away from the plate. He was taking all the way, just standing there like a statue, and it was right in near his arms. Pitch is down low, 2-0. Tomorrow night, Jay Goss against Mitch Talbot. Sunday at 1 o'clock, Frank Gailey against Michael Nix. There's the 2-0, and there's a fastball for a strike. Rev starters working a lot better here of late. Mateo great tonight. Goss tomorrow, he was excellent Monday. Gailey on Sunday pitched way better than his numbers would show in Bridgeport. Here's a grounder hugging the line at third. Aaron's backhands and a long throw in time to get the speedy Harris. And a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th for Sean Gleason. The first 0 put up by a Sugarland pitcher since the 4th. Revs with an 8-3 lead. They will take it to the 9th. Chase Hutchinson on his way in.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Chase Hutchinson, a big lead. He will look to close this one out. 8-3 as we go to the 9th. Rodriguez, Oliveira, and Cordero coming up. Hutchinson, who was charged with a run on Wednesday night in his last outing, and the loss on Monday in Bridgeport. First pitch here is hit in the air, right center field. Mitchell drifts over and now backs up, and he's got it. One pitch out off the bat of Rodriguez. But Hutchinson, who has allowed a run in back-to-back outings for the first time, prior to this week, he had allowed a run in only 3 of his 24 outings all year. Only the 4th and 5th times that he's given up anything. Here's Oliveira, first pitch. It's on the outside corner, fastball strike. Hutchinson at 91 with that first one. Oliveira 0 for 3. Now time called, a ball coming in from the Revs bullpen.
Left-hander, number 32, Chase Hutchinson.
Hutchinson overall is now in his 26th game, 2-3 with a 2.25 ERA. The 0-1 and a fastball missing in tight. Three the lead here in the top of the ninth. 1-1 and a swing and a foul tip into Tejeda's mid. Great changeup and really had him lunging. Prior to this week, he'd gone 6 scoreless appearances in a row. Only 2 hits allowed in those 6. Now ready, the 1-2. Down and in, made Oliveira move his feet. Tomorrow night's Trucker Hat giveaway presented by Southern York Turf and Tractor. And then Sunday, Princess Day, so big weekend continuing. Pitch is just inside and low, 3-2. Sunday's Dollar Dogs as well, and we have the patriotic themed jersey auction Sunday. Payoff pitch, fastball missed high and away. Now Oliveira comes back to reach on the walk. Those jerseys on Sunday presented by PSECU. The auction will benefit Children's Miracle Network. So, fun 3 here this weekend, closing the first half. Monday at Bridgeport, it all starts with a clean slate. Here is Albert Cordero, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And Hutchinson the pitch, fastball low. Cordero a ground out and 2 strikeouts. Mateo in line for his 3rd win. A 1-0 and a little dribbler in front of the mound. Hutchinson in, gloves, he'll turn, makes the toss to first. Burgess had to step toward the runner a bit, but able to take another step and avoid a collision. 2 down, Oliveira to second base. And the Revs an out away from putting this one in the win column.
Well, you hate to leave your first baseman out to dry a little bit on that play, but at the same time, Burgess is going to win most of those collisions.
Oof, yeah. Here's Joe Benson, who's 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 3rd. First pitch, he swings and misses. Fastball at 90, blown right by. Brad Allen up in the bullpen, might just be getting some throwing in. 8-3 here in the top of the 9th. Now Hutchinson ready. And the 0-1. It's just low. Man, breaking ball that Tejeda held there. 1 more out and the field will be transformed into a campground for the night. Well, Hutchinson the stretch. The 1-1. Missed inside, a fastball. Mateo's last win was June 8th. He'd won back-to-back starts June 3rd and 8th at Lancaster and at Southern Maryland. The 2-1 and a little bit low. Final day of June. Revs looking for their 11th win of the month. 3-1 and a foul tip. That was off the gear, I think the chest protector, a full count. And Hutchinson a strike away from ending it. The wind, which was so swift early in the game, pretty much non-existent. The flag just swaying. Not totally dark yet. Hutchinson ready with it. And the payoff pitch. Down and in, off Tejeda's glove. Go to the backstop, and Oliveira moves to third. Benson on the walk. And it is a pass ball on Tejeda. So the game not done yet. First and third for Josh Prince. Fletch will pay a visit. And while he does that, we'll pause for station identification here on Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Fletch just probably keeping Hutch focused, a 5-run lead. Sometimes these late inning guys, when they come in with a big lead, tend to relax a little bit. We saw that Wednesday night in Bridgeport. Here's Josh Prince, who's 2 for 4. Also has a stolen base tonight. And the first pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to short. Dent is there to a knee, and he'll swing it over to second. Harris covering, and that'll do it. The Revs return home with a triumphant effort here tonight, 8-3. They defeat the Skeeters to kick off Independence Day weekend here at Peoples Bank Park. And another big performance from the offense, 3 home runs. They went back-to-back in the 5th to take the lead. And Tyrone Verona adding his first, a 3-run shot a couple of innings later to put it away. Great effort from Victor Mateo back on the mound tonight. And 3 relievers combined to allow just 1 other run, finishing it off for him. As the Revs file through the victory line in the infield, their 26th win of this first half. And it has been better sledding for them here these last couple of weeks, especially at the plate, and the pitching beginning to come around here and there as well. Revs win the opener, and they also improved to 5-3 against the Skeeters here this season.